We are making one of my all-time favorite foods, chicken tortilla soup. We are going to start with 2 chicken breasts that we're gonna first sear off in our pot, and then we'll put them back in later to finish up in our soup. You could also buy a rotisserie chicken from the supermarket, shred that up and use that in your soup, that works too. You can also use thighs. I just happen to have 2 chicken breasts already in my fridge, so that's what I'm using, but you can really use anything that you like. We're gonna do our prep, which is 1 whole onion, 1 whole poblano pepper, 1 whole serrano or jalapeno. Serrano is gonna be a little bit spicier. About 3 chipotles in adobo. The tomatoes out of a 14-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. And this does not have to be perfect because we're gonna end up blending everything in the end. Poblano peppers are not spicy. They have more of a smoky, sweet flavor. Our serrano, we wanna keep the seeds here. I like it spicy. If you don't like it spicy, only use half, or you could just omit it altogether. It's all up to you about your spice. The other sort of key ingredient to this recipe, besides our aromatic base, are dry chilies. I like to use guajillo, pasilla, and ancho. None of these are particularly high on the spice meter. They're just gonna give us lots and lots of really good flavor. Okay, our pan is nice and hot, so we're gonna add avocado oil. Once the oil moves around the pan easily, and you sort of looks like it's gonna start smoking, but it hasn't started smoking yet, that's when you know it's a good time to add your meat. Good sizzle sound. We built up some good color on our chicken, so we're just gonna take them out. We wanna keep all that good chicken flavor that we built up at the bottom, add a little bit more oil in, and we're gonna dump in our onions, poblanos, and serranos. This is picking up now all of that great chicken flavor that's at the bottom. The core to our seasoning here is kosher salt, cumin, coriander, and chili powder. We're just gonna sweat this down until everything's nice and soft. Add in our tomatoes and our chipotles and adobo. No matter if you're using homemade stock or box stock, make sure that you have about 1/4. We're gonna season again. Before it comes to a boil, I'm gonna add in our dried chilies, ancho, guajillo, and pasilla. The all-important bay leaves. Oops, I'm putting 5. We're gonna add our chicken backs, and we're gonna let it simmer for about 30 minutes. The next step is to blend our soup. So we're gonna take out everything that we don't want in the blender, which are our dried chilies. We also wanna fish out our bay leaves. I like a smooth textured tortilla soup. I use half a stick of butter, which is a little bit of a French trick to get us to the texture that we want. It's not essential, but it does just give it the silkiness that I think really makes a difference. Yeah, I'm sorry, that is so good. So our now super smooth, super silky soup is back in our pot. Low flame to keep it warm. We shredded the chicken while the rest of the soup blended, and then we add it back in before we plate it up. There's a very specific order for how I like to do this. Our tortilla chips in the center here. And then I like to sprinkle cheese, sprinkle cilantro, and squeeze our lime. Let's taste it. Perfect bite. That is so good.